Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to discuss application cellular communication in the mobile computing, which I already discussed about what is mobile computing, what is wireless communication, and what are the types of satellite communication. So now in the last video, now we are going to discuss about application cellular communication in this video. So from first generation to fourth generation, so these are the first generation to fourth generation communication or the implementations. So we are going to discuss here. So in the first generation, the features the first generation it deployed, that is a coined in 1980s for or with the help of analog technologies. While using analog technologies, we can communicate or we can transfer a voice communication. Voice we can transfer from source to destination, which is deployed in 1980s. That is the first generation. In the second generation deployed in the 1990s for digital modulation or with the help of digital modulation, as the primary technologies are used for digital communication or transferring voice or the SMS and the low data rates. So what is CDMA and GSM? CDMA, that is a code division multiple access, and the GSM is a global system for mobile communication or the global system for mobile. What second generation do? Second generation provide the application or the features, so where we can share our voice information or the SMS, that is a text. So while in the first generation we can send only voice communication with the help of analog technology. That is example of that we can consider example of walkie talkie. So we can share any information via walkie talkie, that is a voice communication only. In the second generation we are able to or we can able to send voice message as well as text message, that is a SMS. After that, in the third generation we are able to use any information or we can able to share any information as per the high data rates or the speed of high speed, medium speed as we can say, that is a 144 kbps for mobile, 384 kbps for the pedestrian, and the 2 mbps for the indoor. That is, it uses CDMA 2000 or WiMAX. So what third generation provides us? Third generation provides us to use new applications such as voice conferencing and the location based services. So with the help of 3G we can use location based services and the new applications, as well as we can share voice SMS, voice messages, or the SMS or the video conferencing, means we can share any video from one source to another destination. This is the features of third generation. After the third generation, fourth generation upgraded and launched in the market for the new purpose, that is 4G provides or the 4G requires the ability of 40 megahertz channel with high spectral efficiency. So it provides high rate data, hundreds of megabytes per second. In the third generation, if you want to upload any song or any video to the YouTube or in the social medias or the over the internet, so it required 10 to 20 minutes to upload. But with the help of 4G, within a second we can upload that video, within a second we can download that video. So this is the profit or this is the upgradations from first generation to fourth generation, which we are going to adapt that channels or adapt that features, or we are accessing that features. So this is the overall communication or overall review of the first generation to fourth generation. First generation is implemented in 1980s, that is with the help of analog technology, that is for walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie is the example of first generation. After that, in the second generation, as you can see, there is a Nokia mobile, which is used primary technology CDMA and GSM. That is, CDMA stands for code division multiple access and CDMA stands for global system for mobile communication. So with the help of 2G we can share a voice message or the SMS, means we can send text SMS to the sender or the sender to receiver, or we can share voice SMS or the voice we can share. In the third generation we can able to use voice, we can use or we can able to share voice as well as SMS as well as video conferencing, means we can share video, or we can communicate with each other using video conferencing or the videos. So CDMA 2000 is used in the third generation or the WiMAX. So third generation used the CDMA 2000, that is code division multiple access 2000. When the 3G is upgraded, it launched the 4G in the market for the high channels or the high speed spectral efficiency. So now we are using 4G for the further communication or the our educational purpose as well. So this is all about the application cellular communication from first generation to fourth generation. So now we are discussing GSM. What is GSM? That is, GSM stands for Global System for Mobile Communication. Global System for Communication in the sense कि GSM is an international standard for digital communication or the digital, where the GSM network has 4 separate pods that work together for the function as a whole. Function as a whole in the sense it provides the benefits, or it provide global system for communication provides the applications or the services for communicating with each other. That is the with the help of mobile service itself is a GSM, or the mobile service itself. Or another, that is a base station subsystem. Base station subsystem in the sense while a person is entering from one location to another network, that is one network to another network, so base station subsystem can access that signals and forward to the mobile station. Another, that is network switching subsystem, means if a person is entering from one location to another location, so network switching subsystems access that signals or detect that signals and forward to the base station transceivers. So we can able to use the operations and the support system, means if we want to require or if we want to use any operations related to the network, so we can switch our network. For example, past few years you are facing a roaming issues, that is we are entering from Maharashtra to MP, so we are using Maharashtra's network. After switching the network, we are able to use MP's network. So network switching subsystem access that signal and detect the signal that person is entering from one location to another location, or one network to another network. So this is the overall network, or this is the overall graphical representation of GSM. That is mobile station, which is the SIM, that is the subscriber identity modular, is the identity of that user which is connected in the mobile devices. So mobile devices sends the signals to the base station transceiver station. So base transceiver station send that signal to the base station controller, and base station controller detect the signal and forward to the mobile service switching center for the operational purpose. So fixed line telephone networks provide the services of calling, that is receiving call, or connecting call, that is incoming call and outgoing call, sending SMS, sending video conferencing as well. So this is all about the GSM. So further details about the GSM we will discuss in the another video. Thank you being here. Thank you very much.